Ladies and gentlemen, speaking in a way that commands respect is not merely about the words we use, but the impression we leave behind. It's about aligning your speech with your character, your values, and your intent. People respect those whose words reflect sincerity, authenticity, and clarity. But what does it take to speak with such power? The key lies in understanding that respect is earned, not given. When your speech matches your values, people not only listen, but they also hear you. They listen with their hearts, not just their ears. It begins with the basic act of listening. You may wonder, how can listening lead to respect? Well, when you listen attentively, you are already showing respect. By acknowledging another person's thoughts and feelings, you create a foundation for mutual respect that will make your words more impactful. Listening with intent allows you to understand the perspectives of others, and that understanding is the gateway to powerful, respectful communication. Now, let's explore how listening influences the way we communicate. Many people believe that speaking well is the key to respect. But in reality, speaking well starts with listening well. Listening shows others that their thoughts matter. When you actively listen, you give value to their perspective, and in return, people are more inclined to listen to you. It's this mutual exchange of respect that allows a conversation to truly flourish. The paradox of communication is simply to be heard. You must first learn to hear. This is not just about hearing words. It's about understanding emotions, motivations, and the message behind those words. When you listen with empathy, you not only learn about others, but you also gain trust. That trust becomes the foundation for any productive, respectful conversation. People don't just respect you for what you say, but for the way you make them feel heard, understood, and valued. The tone of your speech plays a vital role in how people perceive your words. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it. Tone is the subtle undercurrent that determines whether your words will be received well or dismissed. A respectful tone is assertive yet not aggressive, confident yet humble. When speaking, the right tone shows conviction, but it also shows respect for the other person's viewpoint. Confidence in your ideas demonstrates self-assurance, while humility allows you to acknowledge that there are always different perspectives. People respect speakers who exude confidence without arrogance, whose words invite rather than demand attention. Assertiveness in speech is important, but it's equally important to avoid sounding domineering. Finding this balance between confidence and humility will make your speech more effective and respectful. Clarity is the cornerstone of respectful communication. People respect those who can express their ideas clearly and concisely. Rambling or using overly complex language may cause your message to get lost, or worse, make you appear uncertain. When you speak with clarity, you not only communicate effectively, but you also show respect for your audience's time and intelligence. A well-structured message signals that you value your audience's attention and are thoughtful in your delivery. Organize your thoughts before speaking and tailor your message to your audience. Whether in a professional or personal setting, a clear message speaks volumes about your ability to communicate with respect. People are more likely to listen to what you say when they can easily understand it. And in turn, they will respect you more for making your message accessible to them. Body language plays an equally important role in how others perceive your words. Non-verbal cues such as eye contact, posture, and gestures often speak louder than words themselves. When you maintain steady eye contact, you convey sincerity and engagement. It shows that you are actively involved in the conversation and that you value the other person's input. Additionally, your posture can communicate openness and attentiveness. If you slouch or avoid eye contact, it may give the impression that you are disinterested or disrespectful. On the other hand, standing tall and facing the person with open body language signals respect. Even the smallest gestures like nodding can demonstrate empathy and understanding. These non-verbal signals complement your words and help reinforce the respect you are trying to build in your conversations. By aligning your body language with your words, you ensure that your communication is both respectful and effective. Authenticity is key in building respect through communication. People respect speakers who are genuine and true to themselves. Trying to imitate others or pretending to be someone you are not will only dilute the impact of your words. Authenticity creates trust, and trust is the bedrock of respect. When you speak from your own experiences, values, and beliefs, your words resonate with sincerity. Even when you make mistakes, owning up to them shows a level of honesty that is both rare and admirable. It demonstrates that you are human, vulnerable, and willing to be transparent with those you communicate with. This openness is a strength, not a weakness. People respect those who are real, who don't hide behind facades or false pretenses. So when you speak, do so with integrity and let your authenticity shine through. In heated discussions or moments of criticism, the ability to stay calm and composed is one of the most respected traits a person can display. Emotional control is an aspect of emotional intelligence that speaks volumes about your character. When you can maintain your calm in challenging situations, you not only command respect, but you also inspire confidence in others. The ability to navigate conflicts without losing your cool reflects strength and self-control. People are drawn to those who can handle pressure gracefully and respond with reason rather than emotion. In such moments, your words carry more weight because they are grounded in thoughtfulness and poise. Remaining calm allows you to listen more effectively and respond with the respect and consideration that fosters constructive dialogue. Empathy is another powerful tool in respectful communication. When you speak, consider the emotional impact your words will have on others. Strive to be kind, considerate, and inclusive, especially when you disagree. A respectful speaker is someone who builds bridges, not walls. By using inclusive language and showing empathy, you demonstrate that you value not only your own voice, but the voices of others as well. This creates an atmosphere of mutual respect, where all parties feel heard and valued. Being empathetic means acknowledging different perspectives, even when you don't agree with them. It means actively trying to understand where others are coming from and offering your thoughts in a way that fosters connection rather than division. Respectful communication is rooted in empathy, as it opens the door to deeper understanding and stronger relationships. Respect is often earned through knowledge and preparation. When you speak about a subject, make sure you are well informed. People respect those who can speak with authority on a topic, but that authority is most effective when it is communicated clearly and humbly. Knowing your subject matter inside and out allows you to express your ideas confidently. However, it's important to avoid using jargon or technical terms that might alienate your audience. True expertise lies in the ability to explain complex concepts simply and engagingly. The more you prepare, the more you demonstrate that you value your audience's understanding. Being knowledgeable is a sign of respect for those you are speaking to, showing that you have put thought and effort into your message. Timing is another often overlooked element in speaking with respect. Knowing when to speak and when to remain silent can greatly influence how others perceive you. Interrupting or dominating a conversation can be perceived as disrespectful, while waiting for the right moment to contribute shows patience and consideration. Good timing demonstrates that you respect the flow of conversation and the people involved. It also shows that you are comfortable with pauses and don't feel the need to fill every silence. Recognizing when others need space to speak or when the conversation has reached its natural conclusion reflects your ability to navigate interactions thoughtfully. Your words, paired with impeccable timing, will be more likely to leave a lasting impression of respect. Humor can be a powerful tool for building respect, but it must be used appropriately. A well-timed joke or light-hearted comment can break the ice and make a conversation feel more approachable. Humor can make your speech more relatable, create positive energy, and foster a connection with your audience. However, it's crucial to ensure that humor never comes at the expense of others. Sarcasm, mockery, or jokes that belittle others can quickly undermine the respect you've worked hard to build. The key is to keep humor inclusive, thoughtful, and respectful. When used well, humor enhances your presence and helps people feel more comfortable and engaged. It also creates an atmosphere where people are more open to your ideas because they appreciate the positive tone you bring. Respectful communication goes beyond words. It involves aligning what you say with what you do. Integrity is the foundation of trust, and trust is essential for respect. When your actions consistently back up your words, people will respect you because they know you are reliable and authentic. If you promise something, deliver on it. If you say you stand for something, demonstrate it through your actions. Consistency between your words and actions shows that you are not just talking, but living your values. People respect individuals who honor their commitments and whose behavior matches their stated beliefs. Inconsistent actions or broken promises quickly erode trust and, with it, respect. Therefore, always ensure that your actions reflect the integrity of your words. A significant part of respectful communication is acknowledging others' contributions. Whether in a professional setting or personal conversation, giving credit where it's due shows humility and appreciation. When you acknowledge others' efforts, you validate their worth, encourage a spirit of collaboration. People respect those who uplift others rather than seeking to take all the credit. Recognizing the ideas, input, and hard work of others not only strengthens relationships, but also creates a more positive, respectful environment. It fosters trust and goodwill, encouraging others to engage more openly with you. This humility and generosity in communication reflect a character that values teamwork and mutual respect. In today's interconnected world, being culturally sensitive is more important than ever. Your audience may come from diverse backgrounds with different traditions, beliefs, and values. Acknowledging these differences and being mindful of cultural nuances is a sign of respect. Avoiding assumptions and stereotypes helps create an environment where everyone feels respected, regardless of their background. By demonstrating cultural sensitivity, you not only earn respect, but also strengthen your ability to connect with a wider range of people. Respectful communication requires understanding that each person's experience is shaped by their culture and background. When you show respect for these differences, you create an inclusive space where everyone can feel valued and heard. Gratitude is one of the simplest yet most effective ways to build respect. A simple thank you can go a long way in creating rapport and strengthening relationships. When you express appreciation for others' time, attention, or contributions, you show that you do not take their respect for granted. Gratitude makes others feel valued, which in turn increases the respect they have for you. Whether in a casual conversation or a formal setting, taking the time to acknowledge others' efforts is a powerful sign of respect. It demonstrates that you recognize the importance of those you engage with and that you appreciate the space they've allowed you in their lives. Gratitude nurtures respect in all forms of communication. Storytelling is one of the most powerful tools in respectful communication. When you share personal anecdotes or relevant stories, you humanize yourself to your audience. Stories create emotional connections, making your message more engaging and memorable. A well-told story can captivate attention, evoke empathy, and help others see things from your perspective. People respect speakers who can weave personal experiences into their words, as it demonstrates vulnerability and the ability to connect on a deeper level. However, it's important to ensure your stories are relevant to the conversation and considerate of others' experiences. Avoid using storytelling to dominate the conversation or steer it away from its intended course. When used appropriately, storytelling is a respectful way to enhance communication and build rapport. Respect is not a one-way street. If you want others to respect you, you must first show respect to them. This mutual exchange of respect forms the foundation of any strong relationship, whether personal or professional. People are more likely to respect you when they see that you are treating others with dignity and courtesy. This includes listening to their opinions, acknowledging their feelings, and valuing their contributions. Respect is earned not only through your words, but through your actions. Being punctual, honoring commitments, and treating everyone with kindness, regardless of their position, demonstrates your respect for others. By fostering an environment of mutual respect, you encourage openness, trust, and collaboration. Respect isn't built overnight. It's a continuous process. To maintain the respect you've earned, consistency is key. This means consistently demonstrating the qualities that foster respect: integrity, empathy, humility, and professionalism. People will respect you as long as your words and actions align over time. However, inconsistency can quickly cause that respect to diminish. If you say one thing and do another, others will see through the facade. Consistency is what reinforces trust and ensures that your reputation for respect remains intact. Over time, the consistent application of respectful behaviors creates a solid foundation that others can rely on. Respect is not a temporary achievement, it's a sustained effort. Self-awareness is a critical factor in becoming a respected communicator. When you are self-aware, you understand the impact your words and actions have on others. You are mindful of your tone, body language, and the emotions you convey. This awareness allows you to adjust your communication style to ensure that it aligns with your intentions and respects the feelings of others. People respect those who are conscious of their own behavior and take responsibility for their impact on others. Self-awareness also allows you to identify your strengths and areas for improvement in communication. By continually reflecting on and refining your approach, you can ensure that your words always align with the respect you wish to cultivate. Empathetic listening is one of the most profound ways to earn respect. It involves more than just hearing the words someone else is saying. It's about understanding the emotions behind those words. When you listen empathetically, you show that you are fully present and engaged in the conversation. This creates a deep sense of respect because people feel truly heard and understood. Empathetic listening requires patience and attentiveness, allowing the other person to express themselves fully without interruption or judgment. This form of listening encourages openness and builds trust. By practicing empathetic listening, you communicate that you value the other person's feelings and perspective, which fosters an environment of respect and mutual understanding. While words carry significant weight, non-verbal cues can speak even louder. Your body language, facial expressions, and even the way you position yourself during a conversation all convey messages that complement your words. People respect those who are mindful of their non-verbal signals, as these cues can either reinforce or contradict what is being said. For example, maintaining good posture and making eye contact signals confidence and attentiveness, while avoiding eye contact or slouching can create a sense of disinterest or disrespect. Non-verbal communication also includes the energy you bring into a room. A calm, open demeanor invites respect, while an aggressive or closed-off posture may create tension. Paying attention to how you present yourself non-verbally can amplify the respect others have for you. In moments of conflict or disagreement, the ability to maintain respect is particularly important. When discussing difficult topics or addressing sensitive issues, it's easy to fall into a defensive or combative mode. However, speaking with respect during challenging conversations can diffuse tension and foster understanding. It's important to approach difficult discussions with an open mind and a willingness to listen. By remaining calm and composed, and by acknowledging the validity of the other person's perspective, you create a space for constructive dialogue. The goal of respectful communication in difficult conversations is not to win, but to reach a mutual understanding. By practicing active listening, showing empathy, and avoiding personal attacks, you can navigate tough conversations while maintaining respect for both yourself and the other person. Boundaries are essential in respectful communication, both for maintaining self-respect and for respecting others. Setting clear, healthy boundaries ensures that your needs are met while also respecting the boundaries of others. It's important to communicate your boundaries clearly and assertively without being aggressive or dismissive of the other person's needs. Respecting boundaries means being aware of when someone may need space or when a conversation has reached its natural conclusion. Similarly, respecting your own boundaries ensures that you are not overwhelmed or overextended in conversations, allowing you to engage meaningfully without feeling depleted. Boundaries protect both parties in a conversation and help maintain a respectful, balanced dynamic. Providing feedback in a respectful manner is an important skill in both personal and professional relationships. Constructive feedback, when delivered with care and empathy, helps others grow and improve. The key is to approach feedback with a positive intent. Focus on offering guidance, not criticism. When giving feedback, be specific, avoid vague generalizations, and focus on the behavior rather than the person. Using I statements rather than you statements can help reduce defensiveness and make the feedback feel less like an attack. Additionally, it's essential to provide actionable suggestions for improvement, offering solutions rather than just pointing out problems. When feedback is given respectfully, it fosters growth and strengthens relationships by demonstrating your commitment to others' success. In conclusion, speaking in a way that earns respect is a multifaceted skill that requires practice, self-awareness, and consistency. It's about aligning your words with your actions, listening as much as you speak, and always being mindful of how your communication impacts others. By embracing qualities like empathy, clarity, and integrity, you can build strong, respectful relationships that foster trust and understanding. Remember, respect is not something you demand, it's something you earn through every conversation and interaction. If you found these insights helpful, like this video and visit our channel for more content that inspires meaningful connections. Speak with respect and watch how it transforms your relationships and your life.